Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Pixie Love. You guys can call me Pixie. And today we're doing some fat acceptance TikTok. Let's do this, let's just do this. Just a friendly reminder, fat people don't owe you weight loss, fat people don't owe you health, fat people don't owe you thinness, and fat people do not owe you, oh wait. I couldn't read it. It went too fast. Let's go back to that middle part. And fat people don't owe you kindness when you demand things from us. Our bodies do not affect you. Leave us alone. All right, first thing, fat people don't owe you weight loss. I agree. You don't have to lose weight. And I don't think a lot of people think that you have to lose weight. I think a lot of people have an issue with the body positivity movement and the fat acceptance movement and the health at every size movement because you guys sit there and bully and ridicule anyone who does want to lose weight. Like you act like it's like devil worship. Like you act like it's so sinful, it's so disrespectful, it's so horrible. Like you throw a whole fit over someone wanting to lose weight. Like where do they do that at? Because like, nah, that's not okay. Fat people don't owe you health. Okay, so it's true and not true. You don't owe any random person, like you don't, Marissa, you do not owe me health. I don't care if you're healthy or not. I really don't give a fuck. But if you have a family, if you have a husband, if you have children, you owe it to them, especially your children, to be as healthy as possible so you can be on this earth with them as long as possible. You owe the people that care about you, that you want to be around for, you actually owe them health. You owe them as much as you possibly can give them. Now listen, some things are unpreventable. Like you can't control if you get cancer. You can't control if you get an autoimmune disease. You can't control certain things. But if there's something you can control to lessen your risk of getting certain preventable diseases, you owe that to your family. You do. So that's personally how I feel. Like, especially if you're a mother or a father, you owe health to your children because they didn't ask to be put on this earth, and they shouldn't have to get and watch their parents be sick, be groggy, be in pain, and die at a young age because their parent didn't care enough to get themselves healthy for themselves and their children. So yeah, Marissa, you do not owe me health. But then again, I'm not your child or your wife, so I don't care what you do with your body. But you do owe, if you have a husband or a boyfriend, which I don't think you do because you're having problems dating, or if you ever have children, you would owe them health. Fat people do not owe you thinness. Once again, yes, you don't owe anyone thinness. That's fine. I agree, you don't owe anyone thinness. But you guys honestly equate thinness with being healthy, and that's not necessarily the truth. Like, and you guys, you think thin is like literally like 110 pounds. Like, I just like the image I feel like you guys have for thinness is just so off to what people are talking about when they talk about you guys. And it's just like, it's interesting. But like, just pausing on this picture, she looks so smug. Like, you know what I mean? Tell me she doesn't look smug. I don't know why. I think a lot of people's problem with Marissa is just the air of smugness around her. Like when we were watching her dating one where she was like, oh, I'm setting my boundaries as the confident, independent woman that I am. She was so smug, and it's kind of like, ew. Like, it's rubbing me off. Like, I don't know. Like, it has nothing to do with you being a fat girl. Nothing at all. But like, it's just, you seem smug, and I don't like that. And if you were thin and smug, I wouldn't like that either. So, but you're right, you don't owe anyone thinness. Okay, whatever, let's continue. Fat people don't owe you kindness when you demand things from us. Who is demanding things from you, and who is saying that you owe them kindness? Are you talking about when like someone's in your comment section calling you a fat B word, or like you need to lose weight or eat a salad? Like no one thinks you owe them kindness. Like no one, because those people are being a troll. And honestly, you don't owe me kindness at all. even though I feel like I'm being very kind to you, you don't owe me kindness at all. Like, honestly. Go off, do what you want. You can be a B to me. I don't really care. I'll go to sleep at night. But trust me, if I was being mean to you and calling you names and talking about how delusional you are, you would be up at night thinking about my words because you care what other people think about you. And it's hilarious how much you actually care. But I don't. So you can come in my channel, call me a bunch of crap. I'm going to go to sleep at night and not care. That's why I do this, because I just don't give a fuck. Our bodies do not affect you. So I agree with this, but I kind of disagree because someone brought up about healthcare and stuff like that. Because when you talk about like health insurance and stuff like that, fat people do use it more than others. So it like makes the prices rise up and it affects people that way. And I guess I'm not really sure how that all works. So I think it could affect other people, but on an everyday personal level, you're right. Your body does not affect anyone else. And like I said, you can stay your size, Marissa. Like, go off. I don't have a problem with you being fat. I just really don't like your attitude. I don't like your personality. And that's fine. You cannot like my attitude and my personality. We probably wouldn't click. That's completely fine. And I think that's what a lot of people don't like about you. You think that people don't like you because, oh, you're fat and you talk about your fatness and you show your fat body. I really don't think that's the issue. Like, yeah, there's probably some people who say that that's the issue, and there's probably some people who just don't like you because you're fat, and those people are fucking weird. But honestly, I feel like most people who really don't like you because of your attitude. Like the guy you were trying to date online. He was completely fine with you being fat. He was completely fine with you. But then, like, when you, like, switched up on him, he's like, okay, this girl is kind of psychotic. It was not you being fat. It was your attitude, not your weight. So, like, I just give me a point. I know you're not going to watch this video, but like, if you ever see this, I honestly think it's your attitude and the way you come off to other people. And if someone doesn't like that, then that person's not for you. You know, you don't have to change yourself. There might be someone who, like, every arrogant little thing about you, it's just not going to be me. All right, so this person said, I've never seen a fat bitch working out in my entire life. 4 years of working in a gym in the fattest city in the United States. First of all, before this person even responds, I'm going to say that's fucking rude as hell. I don't know. You know, you probably work at a very prestigious gym. As a big girl, there's gyms I wouldn't work at right now. Like, I wouldn't work at Lifetime Finish. Oh my God. I wouldn't work at Lifetime Fitness. I wouldn't work at, I think there's one called like Crunch. There's like certain gyms that as a fat girl, I wouldn't work at. And I'm going to assume you work at one of those. Because I will work at Anytime Fitness. I'll work at a Planet Fitness. Like, there's gyms that do have a more open community for bigger people, let's be honest. And there's other gyms, like I feel like Lifetime is a gym for people who are already in shape. Because if you're spending that much money to go to the gym, fitness is a part of your life and most likely a part of what you do for a living, in my opinion. So yeah, like I just, that right there sounds impossible. And second of all, that is rude as hell. Like, I understand why these people can come off very aggressive and mean sometimes, because if someone said something like that to me, girl, I might just go off too, because I'm a fat bitch and I've been going to the gym for 3 years. So, and I've seen other fat bitches going to the gym. So you just don't work at the right gym. That's all I'm going to say. That was really freaking rude. And it's the same thing I say to these people. You can't come off, at this point, you're not trying to have a open conversation about anything. Like, you're not trying to have an open communication with this person. You're trying to make them angry. And that's what they do too. They just, like the preschool teacher, she's not trying to have a conversation with somebody. She's being a condescending asshole. And same as this person in the comment, at least. Like, I haven't heard what she had to say yet. But like, I would not be receptive to listening to what you have to say when you say something like that to me. Like, I would be like, nah, I don't want to hear what you have to say. But let's hear what she has to say in response to this person, because that was kind of rude.
I wonder why you've never seen a fat bitch working out. Could it perhaps be because fitness spaces are filled with openly anti-fat, cruel pieces of shit like yourself?
Okay, I disagree with her as well. Like I said, I've been going to the gym for 3 years, like kind of like on a consistent basis. 2 of those years I was going to the same gym, and for this last year I've been going to Planet Fitness in the new state I live in. And I've seen plenty of bigger girls. I've seen more bigger girls in Planet Fitness than I did at Anytime Fitness, but there were still bigger people at the gym. And never did anyone ever give me a look, never did anyone judge me, never did I feel uncomfortable at either one of those gyms. And I have been invited to go to Anytime Fitness, to Lifetime Fitness with some friends who are like models. And I kindly declined that because love them. They're really sweet girls, but like they've been skinny their whole lives. And I just don't feel like Lifetime Fitness would be inviting for me. But that's why as a big girl, I go to gyms that I feel like are inviting for people. You know what I mean? But I don't think gyms are filled with a culture of people who hate fat people. Like I said, it depends on where you go to. Like if you go to Planet Fitness, people are there to really work out. They're not there to look at you. They're not there to watch you. They're not there to judge you. And they don't care, really. Like, gym bros do not give a F. They are there to lift weights, pick them up, put them down, look at themselves in the mirror, and leave. That is why they're there, okay? They are not there to watch somebody else work out. They're not there to look at the fat girl and see how long she's going to be there before she gives up. Like, they don't care. Like, there's this one guy at my gym who I see all the time, and he's a vendor for my job, and literally, I don't even think he realizes that he sees me every day, like, all the time at the gym. Because he acts like he doesn't recognize me because he doesn't care. He's not there to see who's going to his gym. I'm a people watcher, so I remember faces and I see people a lot. But like he's not there to be like, oh, I see her all. No, he doesn't care. He's there to work out, focus on himself, and get out. So like I think us big people have created this fear of gyms that like everyone there is in shape and fit and they're all there to judge us because we're not in shape and fit. But that's what the gym is for. To work on yourself physically. And no matter what stage you're at, you're working on yourself. So I think both these people are wrong. But these people are both two extreme people who don't want to have open conversations. They're just both closed-minded and have to say what they have to say, and that's it. Okay, so this one is technically a Marissa one, but she's just responding with her fingers like, oh my god, yes, I agree with this person. But I haven't seen the full thing, so I don't know if she actually talked or anything. I tried to find the original one with just the black girl talking, her response, and there was another girl who responded to her. I tried to like find that alone, but I couldn't. The person she stitched with no longer exists or whatever, so sadly I can't find them. So yeah, I have to give Marissa more screen time even though it's just her hand. This one's long, so I'm probably going to be pausing and everything. So real quick, it says, retire fat girls loses weight and start body shaming fat girls. I don't think that's true though. Like, I feel like you guys think body shaming is even when someone's like, oh my god, like lose weight, you'll feel better and blah, 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 blah. Because I think that's what a lot of ex-fat people do. They're like, listen, you don't realize how like bad you have it until you have it good. Like, you don't realize it. Like, and a lot of people who are overweight, come on here, a lot of people who are overweight tend to have been overweight their whole life. Someone like me, I was actually a very small child. I was a very good weight until middle school. My issue was once I started hitting puberty, I did get big, but I grew really tall. Like I have a picture from on my Instagram when I was like 13 years old. And you would think I was like 16 years old, but I was like almost 5'7", and I was done with puberty. Like I went through my puberty. So I looked like a older teenager, so my family would start calling, like, say, oh, you gotten so big, you're so fat. But then when I look at those pictures, I was like, I was not fat at all. I was a healthy weight in size, just not a healthy weight for my age because my body developed very quickly. Like, I don't think a 13-year-old should be like 160, but someone who's 5'8" should be 160. You know what I mean? Like my BMI was in a healthy range, but it wasn't for a 13-year-old or 12. I think it was like 12. My early childhood up until middle school, I was always a healthy weight. So I know what it's like to be in a healthy weight, how my body felt. I still have memories of all that. So I know what it's like. I wasn't fat my whole life. But, yeah, I just feel like people realize, like, oh my God, I never realized how good it is to be in this smaller body, and they want other fat girls thinking like, hey, I know how you feel, and I'm telling you, you'll feel better. And sometimes people don't know how to express how they say it in a good way, so you take it as body shaming, but it's not body shaming. I don't really think it's body shaming. But like, let's actually watch the video.
Please let's talk about this. Please let's talk about this. Or the ones who get fucking weight loss surgery and all of a sudden they're a Kardashian? What is that? What is that? Why do y'all do this? Why do y'all do or the one, oh, my favorite.
Okay, I'm just saying, before you continue, it sounds like jealousy to me, ma'am. Like, oh, she lost weight. Oh, she thinks she's a Kardashian now because she lost weight. Like, oh, she thinks she a bad bitch. Yes. Yes, she does, because she is. She's feeling herself, and you're mad that she's feeling herself. Like, why do you care so much? Why do you care so much that some girl went to lose weight and now she's proud and happy of her and happy with herself? Like, what the hell is this? Like, what? You're mad that someone has confidence? Like, you sound a little jealous, ma'am.
My favorite ones are the ones who lose weight and then they put these large paragraphs that are like, I'm not saying that I didn't love myself when I was fat. I'm just saying I'm in a better place now and this is a better way of life.
I'm not saying that I'm a jealous bitch, but I'm like totally a fucking jealous bitch. Sorry, boo, that's what you sound like.
Girl, stop lying. You hate yourself. You hated your former self. And now since you're getting...
No, I don't think that they hated themselves. I think that they hated the way that their body made them feel. Because I feel like you have to love yourself enough to be able to put yourself through wanting to lose weight. Like, through that whole journey, you have to love and want to fight for yourself to get to that point. And some people might not even, like, actually like how their body looked. Like me, I like how my body looks. I think I look bomb, but I know I'm going to look even better. I think I look good, but I know I'm going to feel better when I lose weight. And some people might not be like me. Some people might be my weight and be like, I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I feel. So let me lose weight. But they love and care enough about themselves to do that hard work. But no, you're just like, oh, if you lost weight, you must hate yourself. No, bitch. No. Like, calm down. Calm down.
All the Insta likes. You're a baddie. What is it? What is it? And then they hate us when we call it out. It's so weird. Girl, just because you have a blue check, don't make it special. This is the perfect...
This girl is specifically talking about one person. There is one person she's talking about. She is talking about some fat girl that lost a lot of weight and is now an Instagram model and has gotten verified. She is talking, I don't know who, but she is talking about one specific. This is too specific to be about a broad generalization. Like, you talking about one person, girl, okay? You and this person seem like y'all have some issues. Maybe I need to work it out, but like, it's kind of funny. But like, yeah, it just looks like jealousy to me. And I like how Marissa can't add anything intelligent to the conversation. She just has to point. Like, at least me, I'm adding some input. My input might be different, but I'm adding something to it. You're just stealing somebody's content and just pointing, like, point and agree. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Come on. At least verbiage what you have to say. At least agree or something. At least say yes. Add something funny, because you ain't adding nothing to this conversation. This is why I didn't want to have this video with her in it. Like, there's no point for her to be in this. But like, yeah, no, girl, you really sound jealous. And this is coming from a big girl who hasn't lost the weight yet. Like, you sounding real jealous. It's kind of funny.
Thing to see on my For You page today. You better say that word and say it loud and proud. Still fat on the inside and they can't take it.
See, y'all think that being fat is a personality trait because you're like, oh, you're still a fat girl on the inside. Being fat is not a personality trait. And if being fat is part of your personality, get a better fucking personality, please. There is more to life than just being a fat girl. Like, being a fat girl is part of what I am right now. I am a fat black woman, okay? That is just part of how you would describe me. If you don't know, like, oh, she's a pretty big black girl. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you would describe me. But being fat is not who I am. It has nothing to do with my personality. If you're going to talk about my personality, I think I'm caring. I think I'm empathetic. I think I'm sweet. I think I don't take no shit from nobody. And I think I'm pretty darn awesome, if I do say so myself. That's personality. I think I'm funny. I laugh at my own darn jokes, so I guess I'm funny as hell. I I love my friends. I'm a loving person. I love my family. I care about the people around me. I care about people in general. I care about our planet. Like, there's more to me than just being a fat girl. Being fat is not how I would describe my personality at all. But that's how you guys would describe your person. Someone's like, oh, describe yourself to me. Like, I'm a fat, beautiful bitch. Like, they meant, like, describe who you are. And yet you bring up physical things. And you bring up that you're, like, being fat is not a personality. And it's something I've noticed a lot more in these recent videos. But, like, being fat should not be a part of your personality. Like, it's not. It's currently what you are. But, like, just, like, assumptions people make about me because I'm fat. You hate the way you look, right? Okay. No, of course not. All you do is sit at home and eat all day, right? Nope, wrong again. You must be so jealous of skinny people, right? Nope, I don't want to be skinny, but I would like to be treated the same regardless of my weight. All right, let's break this down a little bit. I let the whole thing play for once and not pause it because it's like not that long. But let's go to the first point. And these are exceptions. So I wonder if people have actually asked you this or if this is just how you think. Everyone thinks about fat people. Like, you had one bad bully who hated you in middle school and high school because you were fat. And so you just assume everyone hates you because you're fat. And you just assume everyone thinks you hate yourself. Like, because I don't know. I have bigger problems in my life than wondering if someone thinks I hate myself. You know what I mean? Like, I really do have bigger problems in my life. And I think you're very fortunate that these are your biggest issues. Like, you feel like you have to fight for these issues, that these are the biggest things you have to deal with in your life. Like, you are very, very fortunate this is your issue, that being fat is your issue. You don't understand how privileged and how freaking lucky you are that being fat is like the only problem you have in your life. Like, there's some people who are starving, but no, the issue is Marissa's fucking fat and the world hates her. That's the issue. There's freaking people being killed because of their sexuality, because of the color of their skin, because of their religious preference. But no, Marissa's fat and the world hates her, so that's the biggest problem in the world right now. There's women who are being killed for just being women and wanting to have freedom. But no, Marissa's fat and has problems too, you guys. Like, it's like, you're fortunate. Like, I hope you realize how privileged you are, that your biggest problem in your life is being fat. Like, you're very, very fortunate. Yeah. I don't think I have to respond to any of the other ones because I think that's the answer to everything. Like, I think we can clearly see that Marissa does move around a little bit. The first video we saw, she was dancing. Pretty darn flexible. I think she's more flexible than me, and I think I'm pretty darn flexible for my size. So good for you. Yeah, you're very, very fortunate in life that that's your issue. I'm kind of like jealous. I'm kind of jealous that like your biggest problem is being fat. All right, so in a second here, you guys are going to see two videos on the screen. One is going to be my most recent upload, and the other one is going to be one that YouTube recommends for you. Make sure you guys click on one of them if you haven't already seen them. In the middle is my little icon. Click on that if you have not subscribed to me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.